every dart player, because for someone like Bunting, I think if he makes the quarters year, I think he's in the Premier League, you know.
Yeah.
Winner of the Masters, and he has got that on-brand thing about him, and he is popular, plays lovely on stage, it's loads of 180s, he's animated, but right now it should be laser focused on match by match.
Well, let's get focused on John McDonald.
Tell I don't like gimmicks, can you?
The players, would you please welcome a World Grand Prix semi-finalist, ladies and gentlemen, a World Match Play semi-finalist, time to meet Gerwen, the Zwaan!
Big night for Jeffrey Zwaan, outside the world's top 64 as it stands. He needs to reach at least the third round to have any hopes of retaining his tour card. Can he do it? The first of them starting with Florian Hempel here, who will see on stage in a moment. Zwaan has had plenty of injury problems recently, and they're hoping that he can get the victory here.
From Germany, taking part in his fourth World Championship, would you please welcome Florian Hempel!
Added pressure, we talk about pressure on Bunting, thinking about the Premier League, this is the other end of the scale. I just slightly side with Hempel, because although his game is pretty erratic, he can produce spells of top quality darts like he has done in the past. But because I think this got the potential to go long, we fancied a big finish in this one. And I think that's the safest thing to think about, because in terms of picking a winner, like I said, I'm 55-45 in favour of Hempel. Okay. It's a coin flip.
Yeah. You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2 with Village Hotels. Dine out, stay, work out and play this festive season at one of 33 cracking UK locations. Yeah, Zwaan, I mean, you forget he's been to the latter stages of some big old tournaments.
Well, the first tournament we covered on talkSPORT, well, the match play, that year, he was outstanding, only stopped by Gary Anderson, who went on to win the tournament, and that was in the semi-final. And we thought, well, we've got a new star on our hands, but just never worked out. Starts with a treble 20 though, and that's about sums him up. Starts with treble 20, doesn't follow it, third dart in the 5.
And the fact that he has missed the last few World Championships is really why he's in the position that he's in. What about this first start from Florian Hempel? Well, there's a big German contingent in tonight, but wherever you're from, you always appreciate a maximum on the opening visit.
Yeah, he's got game. What is this about following? You can hit one, so can I. Well, listen, when these two are absolutely on it, they're on it. It's just the problem is when they're not, they're not.
Well, to be fair, we read this point this afternoon when the game sadly got cancelled about being ready to play. These two will have been ready to play for about the last hour and a half.
They're well warm.
2-2-1 Hempel. Zwaan on throws on 2-3-6. Is it single 20, single 5, single 19? So advantage Hempel. Race to 3 legs to win a set. 3 sets to win the match. And the winner of this one will take on Daryl Gurney,
who's in great form right now.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a resurgence, hasn't he, Daryl?
This one's calmed a little, but Zwaan, 25 points adrift. That's taken care of that because he's found a treble 20 in dart 1. Doesn't follow, only a ton, down to 92. Hempel for a breaker throw. Wanted 167, as you could hear from our referee Kirk Bevins. And he only finds 60.
Zwaan then, 92 for a holder throw, single 20. So he's looking what Hempel's got 107. So he's thinking, I need to get rid of this. 72 remaining. Is he going to go double-double? No, he went for treble 12, hit the single. So he'll leave tops. He leaves Hempel a shot at 107 then for the opening leg of the match. Hits the treble 20, so he's got options now. 15 for double 16 for an early break. Just inside the wire.
Tops for a hold in 16. In it goes. Well, I don't know what I was worried about. That was a decent opening leg.
I think these still crack on with it, I really do. There he goes again, look.
Pace is going to suit both, isn't it?
Well, he opened up leg 1 with the max, he opens up leg 2 with the max, Florian Hempel.
Well, when he hit one in the first leg, Zwaan did that and followed it.
Draining 180s.
Superb. It's 4 in a leg and a half.
Only 59 to follow up for Hempel. Was involved in tour-card drama himself, wasn't he? 2-0 down. Was he 2-0 down and 2 legs to 0 down against Dimitri van den Berg, needing to win to keep his tour card, and somehow he found a way to win. Hempel down to 178. Zwaan though against the throws on 184, and he's at the board now. Get a ton here, and he does. Last start in the treble. So he's down to 84, and he'll get a look at that for an early break of throw.
Hempel back with 2 in the treble. Won't want to fill it because he wants 178. Leaves tops. So 84 for Geoffrey Zwaan for 2-0. Single 20. Single 14. Didn't think about the treble. Oh, and just misses the ball. Super effort from the Dutchman.
But as in the last leg, one player missed, the other player needed tops. And as in the last leg, the player needing tops gets it. Hempel holds throw, and it's 1-1. It's a lively old night at the Palace. You're live on talkSPORT 2, Mark Wilson and Chris Mason.
Yeah. Black Eye Friday. Already been a few in the pub.
And you're here.
Yeah.
Maybe a good job.
I think it is after what we just watched.
Zwaan 1, Hempel 1. Race to 3 legs to win the opening set.
This is going along at a lovely pace.
Yeah,
really enjoyable game, yeah. But they're both players that just like to get on with it. Good pace. Hempel just a little bit more measured than Zwaan. Zwaan very much a player who sort of sight start one and just follows. He gets a rhythm. He's very good when he's an FDM, a first dart merchant. If the first dart goes in the treble 20, you tend to follow. Players that play like that struggle when they got to move around the board.
Nothing in this match at the moment. Lots of German fans in here. They're proudly supporting their colours. They do buy a lot of tickets here at the Alexandra Palace, the Germans.
Third of the tickets. Remarkable. That fans village is predominantly German fans.
Another max for Hempel.
So max in every leg we've played for Hempel himself. He's down to 36. Zwaan, oh, an erratic dart. And dart 2. 5 treble 5. Tidies up though. Finds 54 to leave tops if Hempel doesn't hit double 18. Oh, wow. Well, a 14 dart hold in leg 2 is backed up with yet another max and a 13 dart break of throw in leg 3. Leads 2-1, averaging 106.
Likeable stuff at the Palace. Welcome along if you're watching on YouTube. 2-1 Hempel leads. He's throwing for the first set. Opens up with a ton. Here goes Zwaan. Not quite the max that he thought he was going to collect, but
I was already writing one down. Maybe I can write one for Hempel because he's found it. Oh, horrible deflection into the treble 5. Super recovery dart. He is playing wonderfully right now.
He is.
Down to 266, leads 2-1 in legs in set 1. Zwaan with a 140 takes himself down to 2-2-1. He's trying to get a break back with back-to-back 140s.
266 Hempel gets a 137, so he's down to a finish. Zwaan on 221, just below the treble. He'll come for cover, can't find it. Does find it on dart 3, goes back up for treble 18. He's down to 128, 129 for Hempel then for the opening set. 19.
Gets it, 72 left. Oh, went for double 18, double 18. I like the play. He's left tops, but it's Zwaan who will be starting on 18s. Oh, he's in the treble, right in the corner of treble 4.
He thought that was in, didn't he? He thought he'd hit the target there.
Couldn't be any closer without hitting it.
And then he hits the treble 20. So he too leaves tops, but it's Hempel who's first in for the opening set. Just underneath, double 10. Come on, he says to himself. Oh, he's hit big 6, and he's flabbergasted. Just has a roll of the neck. Double 7 for the set. He gets there eventually. He says, don't worry about me, I've got this under control. Average is over 104 to win the opening set. This is more like it. Darts at the Palace, top draw darts as well. Florian Hempel leads Jeffrey Zwaan by 1-0.
talkSPORT 2, official broadcast partner of the Premier League.
Okay.
The World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 with Village Ho Ho Hotels. Dine out, stay, work out and
Oh,
play.
okay. He does look like it. He actually used to look more like him. He used to look a bit more like him. I think as he's got a bit older, he looks slightly different. But
says he's done, your bet isn't. If your selected player comes off, we carry the bet onto the substitute. Enhance your big match bet builders with Impact Sum. That's proper value from William Hill. Available online and in shops, selected competitions and markets. Cash out and online bets only. Available until player substituted. Full T's and C's apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
The winter sale is now on at Go Outdoors. With huge savings on the biggest brands like Ram, Berghaus, Peter Storm, Mountain Equipment and loads more. So you can get out there and stay snug. Don't miss out. With your membership £5, T's and C's apply. Go Outdoors. Discover freedom.
Well, jingle my bells, Moonpigs. Don't you all look festive? Yes, especially you. I see Christmas stickers, photos, videos, handwritten messages, and such jolly designs. Now, get on your sleigh or skates. For the UK's most personalised card this Christmas, nothing beats a Moonpig.com. To verify, see www.moonpig.com/personalised.
Did you know you can order them at delivery deals, like the Feed the Family deal for just $14.99? That's 4 selected burgers, 2 medium fries and 2 small fries. Who's in then?
Me. And me.
McDelivery. You in? Delivery only from 11 a.m. 4 times selected burgers, 4 times selected fries. Subject to availability. Price, delivery fee and anticipation may vary.
The World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 with Village Ho Ho Hotels.
Okay.
Dine out, stay, work out and play. This festive season at one of 33 cracking UK locations.
The 2025 PDC Darts World Championship live on talkSPORT 2.
what a weekend of sport we have for you across the talkSPORT network, and you're in just the right place to enjoy the opening part of it. Florian Hempel takes out the opening set, averaging over 104, leads Jeffrey Zwaan by 1-0, race to 3. Still to come, Willie O'Connor takes on Dylan Slevin in an all-Irish affair, and Michael Van Gerwen, former 3-time world champion, but the last one 6 years ago, takes on the hillbilly James Hurrell for a place in round 3. Game day live tomorrow That kicks off at 12:30. We've got 2 live games tomorrow at lunchtime, so you need the talkSPORT app if you're going to get involved with the football this weekend. Game Day Live, and we're live from 12:30 tomorrow lunchtime. Villa against Manchester City is the talkSPORT offering. Rashmin Chowdhury, Sam Matterface and the former Chelsea defender Scott Minto. Portsmouth commentary is live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2, your home of the AFL at 12:30. All the goals as they go in with Adrian from 2:30. He's got Dean Ashton, Alvin Martin and Mickey Gray with him. And then we're off to Portman Row. Well, where not? Dance is. Ipswich against Newcastle. Dance and Perry Groves will bring you all the action from 3 o'clock. The only place you'll hear that on national radio. Then tomorrow night, of course, we've got the boxing. Well, that's over on talkSPORT. And we've just got Luke Littler playing on talkSPORT too, you know, as you do. Young Sports Personality of the Year, winner of 10 tournaments. You know, it's just a steady Saturday night down at the Alexandra Palace. Mark Wilson and Chris Mason can't wait. The big names are getting involved now. It's starting to get exciting.
And I don't think you'll miss too much. I think the big fight will pretty much start as we finish. So, or just get the app and swipe.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way to do it nowadays.
Good set from Zwaan. Only was offered up 2 darts at a double despite averaging 103.5 in that set. And that's a third 180 for Zwaan. The Hempel, very good. 43% on his doubles. 104.63 the average, and 3 180s in 4 legs.
Crazy.
Winning legs of 14, 13 and 15.
Only 39 though to follow up the max, so Hempel on his own throw is on 301. He's chasing trebles here. He didn't want treble 4.
Well, this is the nature of both of their games. They've got big numbers in them, and it's just in and around. It's a bit of consistency, I think.
Well, I think the thing is as well, if they can both keep firing, they'll keep firing.
Yes.
But when one of them drops off, there's a real danger the other one will drop off with him.
Yeah, they're just dragging each other along at the minute. So like you say, they could quite easily drag each other down.
They could. Willie O'Connor, Dylan Slevin to come. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, only the second time.
An all-Irish tie.
All-Irish like Republic tie, yeah.
Nico knows some stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, when he came out with that one, Barry and McGowan was the last one. Jacko Barry and Nick McGowan, the magnet. I was like, that's incredible.
86 for a breaker throw, start of set 2, and he's hit treble 18. Zwaan needs double 16. Doesn't get it, so missing a couple of darts there for an early break. 58 for Hempel. Tops he needs. And tops he will deliver.
Despite the max, it's a 17 dart hold. 2 missed darts at a double were costly.
Yeah, they were. There goes Hempel now, he's on the top wire. Ooh, find it hard to believe he didn't get that third one in.
Well, the way he's been piling them in, I agree.
Zwaan, who, as we said, if he loses tonight, loses his tour card, he'll be back to Q School.
No guarantee he gets it back there, but he's the type of player for me that would benefit from maybe a year off the tour, so he could not only play Challenge Tour but be one of the alternates on the Pro Tour as well if he has a good start to the season, and that way he'll get a lot of darts, and I think that's what his game needs.
Yeah.
If you're not qualifying for the big tournaments, you're spending there's a lot of downtime.
Yeah, that's right. That is right.
I think there's the best part of a 2-month period in the summer where if you're not one of the elite, there's nothing for you to play.
Yeah.
Miss out on the match play, and then you got them World Series events in New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah.
Then New York before that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. 1-4-2 Hempel. He's not going to get the chance to finish it off. Leaves 80. Zwaan then 64.
He's got to start picking these off. Single 16. 8 for tops. Miles away.
He nearly hit the number right at the top of the board. 80 then for a steal. Single 20. He's got to try and get over the top, which he does. Tops for 2-0 in the second set. Brilliant. Climbed the ladder there, Florian Hempel. That put a smile on his face. And once again, a missed start for Zwaan. Now that's 3 legs. He's had a dart and missed it, and it's cost him the leg. You are live on talkSPORT 2 and on YouTube. The YouTube talkSPORT Darts channel is, well, it's not really officially launched, bit of a soft launch, I think they call it. All our interviews there with all the players that have won so far on that one. And you can watch along with us as well.
Doing some great numbers. It's already gathering plenty of support, which is great to see.
Yeah.
For me, it was perfect last night. I went back to the hotel, put the YouTube on, then did my notes, and I could listen to the match in the background, and I carried on doing my notes for today.
Very good. Well, it's 1 set to 0, 2 legs to 0 for Florian Hempel here. He's on throw here. He's 43 behind as he comes to the hockey, and he's, well, saved his visit with a last start treble 19. The German fans are happy. They look like they've enjoyed their day out in London.
41.
I wonder how many have doubled up on the sessions today. We might know more about that in about an hour's time when half of them are asleep. But
yeah. It is a long, long day. Well, our days tend to start here around 9:30, and then usually getting out the door most of the time around 11:30 at night.
164 is on for Hempel. Oh, it's on now. He needs the ball. He doesn't need to go for it. He went for it. The line was great.
He goes for his shots, doesn't he?
It should be mandatory now. If you leave the ball, you've got to go for it.
Yeah.
Here's Zwaan, a defiant maximum. He might yet get a goal here. He's left 37. Hempel double 15. Straight at it. Oh, he thought that was in. He thought that was in. That one is it. And he takes out the second set. That's 6 legs on the spin. Averaging just a fraction under 100. Florian Hempel. He's pumped up okay. Looks like he's ready to take on Usyk or Fury tomorrow as he marches off the stage. He is. And he's 1 set away from the second round here at the Alexandra Palace. Hempel leads Zwaan by 2 sets to 0.
talkSPORT 2, official broadcast partner of the EFL.
The family deal for just $14.99. That's 4 selected burgers.
Exclusive coverage of the 2025 PDC Darts World Championship. Live on talkSPORT 2.
13 minutes for Florian Hempel to win the opening 2 sets in his game against Jeffrey de Zwaan. He needs one more to wrap up a second-round tie against Daryl Gurney. Still to come tonight, Willie O'Connor takes on Dylan Slevin, and Michael van Gerwen, former 3-time champion here, takes on James Hurrell earlier on. Mickey Mansell was a 3-1 winner over Tomoya Goto. Elsewhere, football. Championship action tonight. Luton 0, Derby 0 into the second half in League One. Huddersfield lead 3-0 at Cambridge. Stockport 1, Peterborough 1. Wycombe 0, Bolton 0 in League One. In League 2, Crewe 0, Colchester 0. And Gillingham 1, Cheltenham 2. In Scotland, Motherwell lead Kilmarnock by a goal to 0. Game day live tomorrow. Plenty of live sporting action over the weekend, including Usyk against Fury 2. That'll be on talkSPORT tomorrow night. We'll be here back at the darts tomorrow evening as well. Luke Littler begins his charge for a first world title. Florian Hempel, Chris Mason is making light work of Jeffrey de Zwaan. Good numbers across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Dropped the first leg, but did have a dart at it, and then reeled off the next 6. And it's got me thinking about Lockie Lee against Chris Landman, where he lost the opening set, didn't he? And then reeled off 9 consecutive legs. Remarkable. De Zwaan, we're hoping that's not going to happen here. He does have the darts, but for me, if he drops his first leg, the momentum may continue.
Well, just waxing a max. Now that's the first leg of every set. Is it a max?
Yep. Well spotted. That's why we keep notes, my old pal.
If only I'd have made a note about the Christmas jumper day. I wore mine today, and it's not Christmas jumper day, is it? So I look a bit daft. De Zwaan.
It's like that kid when it's no uniform day that goes in wearing a uniform. But we haven't ribbed you too much about it.
No. It is 2 sets to 0, Florian Hempel. 360 Hempel. De Zwaan on throw down to 139. Reminder, De Zwaan, he's got to win tonight. If he doesn't, he will lose his tour card. It's a brutal old business, isn't it, this time?
This time of year over Christmas, it is brutal. Gets the treble 19. Gets the ball, double 16. On the wire. We've had a dart at the ball on 164, and now the dart on double 16. For the 139 for De Zwaan. That would look beautiful as well. Plumb in the 57, plumb in the ball. Shade left of the 32, but puts it right with a 13 dart hold and stops that run of 6.
Yeah, he needed that. Well done, Jeffrey de Zwaan. We know he's got the game. He's just running out of time to show us the fact that he's got the game. You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2 Village Hotel. Dine out, stay, work out and play this festive season at one of 33 cracking UK locations. Hempel looking for another maximum. His 4th of the match.
Chris Murphy will be joining us tomorrow night. Great to have Murph back in the box. He has just messaged me saying, loving it, guys, sounding great.
Yeah. We'll see Chris tomorrow evening. Be a great night of darts here at the Alexandra Palace. De Zwaan is trying to keep pace here with Hempel. Went for the outer bull and he hit single 20. It would have left him on the big fish. Hempel's on 146, can't get it. Having missed the first dart treble 19, but the second one is in. Went for treble 18. He's down to 52. De Zwaan can only hit and hope from here. Nice layup, leaves tops from 175.
Just in case. He has been clinical on the doubles though. 50%, 6 from 12. Double 16. Continues. This is some game. Both players. Well, Hempel now has just dropped below a ton, but De Zwaan seems to have been over the 100 through the entirety of this match. And his reward, 2 legs. He's 2 sets down. 1 apiece in this 3rd set. Oh, but there's a mistake.
Yeah, there was a mistake. Only 43 scored. De Zwaan He hits single one, then treble 19, and again, nice recovery, Zwaan.
Yeah, his 57 play has been good. Well, it's been great.
96.
I've just looked at the number. I know you were just talking about them. Zwaan averaging over 102, and he's 2 sets to 0 down.
Getting pumped.
Yeah.
39.
Is it 5-1-4? Is 5-1-8? Is 10 scores between a ton and 139, but somehow has only been reduced to 7 darts at a double, 2 of which he's hit.
Yeah.
Tough school.
It is a tough school. Can we buy a Florian Hempel hand towel in the merchandise store outside?
I do believe so.
Zwaan, another maximum for him, takes him down to 67 on his own throw. 1-1 set 3, 2 sets to 0. Hempel leads.
He's averaging 113 in this set 3 is Zwaan. Hempel's fell off a cliff, averaging 85. But he may well go 2-1 up if he can take out 164. He's already had a go, hasn't he?
He has. He's in the green bit. Another one of those. Oh, just a mill out. Well, he thinks it's in, and Kurt Bevins has said, sadly, it's not quite in. So it's all about the layup. Zwaan, who missed tops, is coming back for tops for a 2-1 lead. His heart would have been in his mouth then. He clicks the top wire and then adjusts beautifully. So 2-1 on throw. Zwaan leads in set 3. Hempel knows if he can hold here, he's 1 leg away from winning the match.
And he starts that leg with a 5th 180. On this occasion, though, Zwaan can't respond. Only, I say only, a ton.
We've had more 180s than legs currently.
Yes. Yeah, 10
11.
legs,
Yeah.
11 180s.
266 Hempel, Zwaan on 401.
Needed that 140. Takes him down to 261. Hempel at the hockey, 266. He's in the red bit. And again.
Couldn't quite fill it. But he's down to 126, which is on the 19s, where he's been pretty reasonable. Good use of the board from Zwaan. Make sure he's on the big fish. Hempel then. Single 19. Can he squeeze a treble in? No, he can't.
Didn't look particularly inviting. Does pick off the treble 16 to leave top, so this 170 is for the set. And potentially to keep him in the match.
Yeah. The big fish psychs himself up. Can't find the first treble. He couldn't have been any closer, but he didn't find it.
It was a grimace. Tops for 2-2 in set 3. Hempel leading 2 sets to 0.
Also with Hempel here, he's almost telling himself off, like he's having self-doubts. Well, he's right over the top of it. This is an interesting passage of play here. Now he's underneath it. Double 10. And that's 3 darts he's missed. Now, is he struggling with an injury or something? He's been rolling his head a lot, rolling his neck. Zwaan needs 1-1-1 to stay in it. He's hit treble 19, so he's going to get a shot here at tops, and he takes out tops. And Jeffrey Zwaan, who's playing for his professional future, takes out the shot and wins the set. I'm just looking at Florian Hempel. He looks quite emotional, and he walked up for tops there. He was talking to himself, and I don't want to say he looked a bit teary-eyed, but that's the assumption I would have made.
Yeah, it was almost like he sort of, I don't know, there was someone there or something in the back of his mind that sort of brought on some kind of negativity, and he almost sort of saying to himself, stop it, come on, take it out.
That was a strange moment there for Florian Hempel. He's been rolling his neck a lot. I wonder if he maybe has got a little bit of an issue.
Well, it was a super set from Zwaan. 103.37 the average in that set. And that's the kind of numbers he's having to produce to get himself back in this contest. But it is 2 sets to 1 to Hempel. And he's back in the red bit now. Whatever was bothering him isn't anymore. Because that is a 6th match. We've had 12, 6 apiece.
417.
Treble 18, treble 1, treble 20 there from Zwaan. Down to 185. Hempel on throw on 203. He's at the hockey now. Needs a treble though. Doesn't get one.
Potentially, Zwaan here. 6 darts from 185 to break the throw in leg 1 of set 4, and he's almost set it up perfectly. Missed the 25 with dart 3. And he will be back because that's a single 20 from Hempel. This is leg 1 of set 4. Hempel leads 2-1. That's brilliant. Leaves double 12, 62 for Zwaan. Treble 10 is found. So's the double 16. That is the breaker throw he needed to level this game up.
Clinical.
14 darter.
Yeah. And here he is again. Can't quite fill it up. He has it a max in the opening leg of all 3 sets so far. Couldn't quite find one there, but 140 will do him. And well, we mentioned that Hempel reeled off 6 legs on the spin. Well, it's the Black Cobra now who's starting to find some legs of his own.
Oh, he's won 4 out of the last 5. That's why he's back in this match. 140 is followed by a ton, down to 261. A 60 from Hempel. He goes from 441 here, and that's a blocker. It's middle and underneath the wire. Amazed he didn't run for cover quicker. But only 57, so a bit of breathing space this time for Zwaan. It's not happened very often in this match.
No, it hasn't. Zwaan, sorry, still averaging over a ton here. Got to win to have any hopes of retaining his tour card.
Well, it's gutsy, isn't it? I don't like to use the word brave, but it's certainly gutsy. We're into the 13th leg of the match, and he's averaging 101. That's under the pressure he's under against a guy that's throwing absolutely everything at him. It is admirable that he's. So the last couple of visits were wild.
Yeah.
He's down to a finish of 133.
He is. Hempel's a mile away here. It'd be interesting what happened at the end of that 3rd set when he missed 3 darts to level up the set 2-2. Something happened, not sure what it was. 133, Zwaan's not going to go. He's hit big 5. Hempel's way back at the minute, but he does need to take care of it. Business. Great visit.
Brilliant recovery darts. He did a big 5, moved right. 2 treble 20s, 239 Hempel. He's found the 60, follows it, should be coming down.
23.
Deflected into the treble 1, double 8 for Zwaan. Ooh, outside, inside, and inside double 2. Those first 2 were quite a way off here.
Yeah.
This would be a steal for Hempel. 116, got to hit a treble 20, does. Double 18, this could be a heartbreaker for Zwaan. And Hempel is way inside.
Well, still could be a heartbreaker. Nobody likes double 1. 1 out, 1 in? No. Should have. Always pitch that first dart as if you're aiming at the top side of the double. Double 9 isn't exactly attractive either. No, big 9 here. He can't believe it, and he's hit a treble 1, throwing it away to leave double 3. Paid the price there.
That is a nightmare. He's smiling. He'll be hoping Zwaan hits this double 1
He
now.
will.
Double 1 then for 2-0. That's a good marker. Surely, oh no, surely he comes in off that second one. Well, it's 6 plays 2. And it's the man who didn't want to leave 6, but did leave 6.
It's more like a football score.
It is. He's psyching himself up now. He's also, now he's laughing. He's saying, why did you leave double 3? What did you leave double 3 for?
Long way down for him.
It is.
And that's a blocker. He's got to go right or left. He's picking right.
That's a great dart. He's pumped, isn't he, the big man, Florian Hempel. What do you reckon? Cruise away? He's a big lad.
He's a unit. I don't know. He's probably heavyweight.
Well, he got to break a throw there, and that was crucial.
Well, it was a 23 dart leg, but again, it's the importance of that leg in terms of the scoreline and getting that break back, because now it's in his hands taking a place in the next round.
Yeah, because had Zwaan broken there, he would have had a good chance to win this level up the match. He would have had the throw in the final set. And because it is round 1, there's no tie break.
we've played or completed 13 legs, and we've had 14 180s.
Well, after Mansell against Goto, that was steady. Feels like we're watching this one in fast forward.
Yeah, it does.
I thought Goto actually played really well. He just missed too many darts at the bullseye.
This match is only just 25 minutes old.
This is good darts. 120 for Hempel. He's hit the treble, now needs a single. Climbing the ladder, needs tops to move within one of the match. That double three is going to prove, I think, to be the game breaker.
Yeah. Totally agree, because Zwaan is under the pump. Starts nearly with a max, but he'll take the 1-2-3. He's just got to hold through here and then really try and stick it on Hempel in the 5th and deciding leg.
Yeah, we saw her Cameron Carolison played out of his skin.
Yeah.
Probably the performance of his life. Took Wessel 9 and all the way to a deciding leg. He had the throw in the deciding leg and he got beat by 3-2. Zwaan's going to, if it ends here, have played really well and got beat again.
Yeah, Cameron, well, I'll say it now, I think he will be back.
Yeah. That
Really
was
impressed.
the best we've seen from him. He could possibly have won it, but as we often say, Chris, the best players find a way, and Wessel Nyman is a good player, and he found a way at the end to win it.
Totally agree.
And what I would say, I don't think Cameron lost it. I think Wessel went out and won it.
Yeah, that's a great point, and that's the way he should look at it.
Yeah, I said it'll be a long way home on it for him before Christmas, but hopefully we'll see him back. He's been here a couple of times before, Cameron Carolison.
Zwaan here, just starting to unravel, but not punished. Hempel down to 160 for the match, but at the hockey now is Zwaan. Trails 2-1 in sets and legs. He's on 2-1 for a beautiful first start. Oh, I'm amazed he's not followed that. Does eventually, down to 93, but can Hempel win it with 160?
Must be some way to go out. Can't take the treble, so now it's about the layup. He would like a treble. 2 singles down to 120 that he's just hit. Well, it's going to be a straight ton, but Zwaan to stay alive needs 93. Doesn't get the treble 19. Went for the double, didn't get that either.
Sort of get it, but not a fan.
A ton then for Hempel to win the match. Is he going to go tops? That looks a great marker for the treble 20, but it was a safe tops.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the right choice, because it was literally sat there waiting to be bumped off.
Double 18, inside it, double 9, outside. Is that a blocker? Oh, he's missed it. He thought that was in. That might be the last dart he throws as a tour card holder, because Florian Hempel needs double 10 for the match. Jeffrey Zwaan can't believe it. There's nothing he can do now. Hempel psychs himself up to go into the second round and hits double 10 at the first time of asking. A warm embrace. Florian Hempel last year knew what this feeling was like, fighting for your life. Zwaan is all smiles, but inside there'll be a great deal of sadness. His tour card hopes are over. Florian Hempel is through.
I think he's just wishing him good luck and not necessarily saying sorry, but like you say, he's been there and done it. Funny old game that, until that, what was it, leg 2 of set 4. The averages were remarkable, but when you have a 23 dart leg, they soon tumble. The end averages, 94.36 for Zwaan, 92.73 for Hempel, but in terms of a match, way better than that. 2 ton plus finishes, a 111 for Zwaan and a 120. Highlight has to be this metric: 14 180s in 15 legs, 7 apiece.
Yeah, very good indeed. Right, we will be back for Michael van Gerwen against James Hurrell later on. Coming up, Willie O'Connor takes on Dylan Slevin in all-Irish affair. But Florian Hempel is through. A sad night for Jeffrey Zwaan, whose tour card hopes are over. But Hempel is through. He will take on Daryl Gurney in round 2 after a 3-1 victory. Hempel beats Zwaan by 3-1.
talkSPORT 2, official broadcast partner of the English Football League.
Cheers, mate.